Yo, 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 what is up, you wonderful people? What's cracking? What's going on? Man, listen, it's been a minute since I've recorded a podcast. It's been a while. Been through some stuff, and you know what? I make no excuses for my failures. No, never apologize for my success. Shout out Nipsey Hussle. But yeah, listen, the last time we talked, or the last time y'all got to hear my voice, we had the infamous Prince of Crump, Crush, aka CCRFK, Crush, Flesh Killers, Crudes, Rude Boys, Laxus, all that. He was on the show. We had a nice conversation, just about dance and fashion and life, and there was a lot going on at the time, in the crump world, and we got to address a lot of that. But since then, I took a little hiatus. I was dealing with a few things, right? And, I want to walk through them with y'all. So first off, I was working, I was out in Florida, in Pensacola, Florida working, and I was due to go home, within like a week's time or something like that. And, I was checking my emails, just making sure all my flight shit was, on deck and going good. But, dude, I answered a fucking email from Facebook, quote unquote, on Facebook. I answered an email, and somebody like hacked my fucking Facebook account, yo. It was so whack. Yeah, so Facebook account got hacked. I went through and like edited all my passwords and stuff. But Facebook account got hacked, and now I lost access to my old Facebook account, which made me really mad. They also got into my old Instagram page for my brand, so I had to restart everything. Yeah, I lost a lot of memories. I lost a lot of contacts, a lot of like just funny pictures and memes and shit that I had saved in my messages. Above all, the feeling I got by being hacked is, I felt dirty. I felt dirty. I felt real dirty. It's like, it was dirty in the sense like post-nut clarity almost. You want to do something and then you did it, and then afterwards you're like, oh, I should have done that. Why did I do that? Like, oh. It's like waking up beside that person after a blackout drunk night, and you're like, oh, what did I do? Why did I do this? Was the exact feeling I got when I realized what had happened. But I got hacked, man. And, so I spent some time, recalibrating, getting all my ducks in order for that. Also around the same time, as I was leaving Pensacola, that project was ending. I had to go back home to Cali. Obviously, first off, see my son. I needed to see him. I missed him dearly. I had been gone for about 3 months. And at the same time, I also had a surgery that I had to handle. Something that I kind of kept to myself. I didn't want to tell anybody really, because I didn't want people to worry. I didn't want people, I didn't want to receive fake love, first off. But second off, I didn't want the people who do love me, I didn't want them to worry. But I had to have a surgery to remove a mass that was growing on me. It was on the back of my head. It was potentially cancerous, which really scared me. It terrified me, to be honest. It was terrifying. So I went and got that surgery handled. It took about 2 weeks to get my results back, which all came negative. And so no cancer, perfectly healthy. Super happy about that. And so that gave me a new inspiration in life. Handled some stuff. As people may know, I'm a part of some different stuff. So I had to handle, these different clubs and groups and make sure everybody was in line. Again, I had been gone for 3 months. So stepping back into that and making sure that I'm in the fold of everything, was a top priority for me. So I spent 2.5 weeks home, then immediately hit the road again to San Antonio. I spent 2 weeks in San Antonio, got to go to the San Antonio Zoo, got to go to a Spurs game. They lost. They played Golden State. They lost. But it was a fun time. Dude, I took some fucking shrooms, right, and went to the game and was tripping my fucking balls off in the rafters of, because we bought like these $40, $50 tickets, so they're nosebleeds. But dude, I was having a fucking blast, and tried a michelada right there while we were chilling. It was me and like four of my homeboys. One of my friends, shout out Hector Ligze, he had moved up to Austin, like within like the last year or so. And so he came down to San Antonio to visit, and it was a great time hanging out with him and getting to catch up. But yeah, dude, I was fucking schmacked. Had a fucking blast with the homies. We ended up going to Howling at the Moon. Shout out Howling at the Moon. They let us into VIP for free. Danced and had a fucking blast. Was traveling out in San Antonio for 2 weeks, then drove from San Antonio back into Pensacola because we had to pick up some stuff that the company had left behind. Just couldn't ship it out. So we were in Pensacola for gallery night. Shout out gallery night, Pensacola. The streets were fucking crawling with people, active and alive, and, just everyone having a good time. And during that time, it just felt good to be in a familiar place, see familiar faces. I bumped into a couple people I knew. That very next morning, was up again at like 6:30, picked up the shit for my company, and then drove down to Key West, Florida. And let me tell you, that was an adventure. Driving through the state of Florida, you get to see all the different variations of everything. You know what I mean? And we were coming into Miami, and mind you, I'm driving a box truck. Coming through Miami, one of the tires blew on the box truck. Thank God nothing happened, right? We were safe. We were able to pull off, but it was like 10 o'clock at night. And we had to, since we're driving a company vehicle, we had to call, all these numbers and all these people, and it's 10 o'clock at night. And so, it takes a while to get people on the phone and get a driver, a truck dude out there to help repair the tire, blah, blah, blah. I end up falling asleep. And next thing I know, I wake up, it's like 2 a.m, and we are still driving. And we are driving literally like through darkness. We were leaving like the mainland of Florida, starting to drive through the Keys. So if anybody's ever made that drive, but if you haven't, driving through the Keys, you are literally on a bridge. It's like 2 lanes, right? Maybe 4 lanes at best, but 2 lanes. 1 way in, 1 lane out. And it's pure darkness, right? Like pure fucking darkness. Street lamps here and there, but you look to the left and right and there's nothing but fucking water. It is beautiful. It's really scary at night, but it's like, if you take a second and soak that in, it's beautiful. It's fucking amazing. So we drove through the Keys, got to Key West, got to our hotel about 4 a.m. that morning, checked in, everything knocked out, woke up. It was like 8:30. And immediately hit the streets. We went to, first we had to take the box truck to the like landing zone for our work area. And then, one of our coworkers, Big Will, shout out Big Will. Big Will, packed us up in his SUV and kind of chauffeured us around a little bit. We hit like this pier. And it was just an amazing sight. A fucking amazing sight to behold. To think like, 90 miles this way is Cuba, and we literally went to the southernmost point of the United States where they have this like little buoy, like huge. It's like a 15-foot buoy thing. People like tourists take pictures in front of it and shit, and we got to see that. And we sat down and had like lobster pizza, and I had an ahi salad. Dudes is copping fucking pina coladas right here on the street, and it's hot. Sun's out, buns out, so we're enjoying the view. But it was good. It was cool. It was a good time. And it's been a good time. But like literally the very next day, we just hopped straight to work. Out here working again. I'm in Key West. I'll be here at least until October. So I got here, what was that? End of January, March, April. Like end of April-ish, beginning of May. And have just been hitting it, dude, and it's been hot as fuck. It's been like in the upper 80s every day. You have like 70, 80, 90% humidity every day. So it feels like 100, and we're working on metal roofs. And so it's been hot, man. And we've just been fucking grind mode. Boom, 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 boom. Every day. 10-hour days, 9-hour days, 12-hour days, like damn near a 13-hour day one day. And just, working on 3-story houses. We're climbing a fucking 40-foot ladder every day. It puts a toll on you. You know what I mean? And you just got to survive at some points. But that's kind of where I've been. There's definitely more that's been going on, but it's nothing to worry about. Yeah, a lot of people have hit me up and been wondering when I'm gonna get back on my podcast grind and blah blah blah. And I say all that to say this is, if you have a hustle or something that you're pursuing or something that you're trying to do, right, like a passion project, it's okay to take time. It's okay to take, a week off, 2 weeks off, a month off. When I was in Pensacola, dude, I was doing a podcast once every other day, right? There was some podcasts I did 2 in a day. And these are, hour and a half, 2-hour long conversations. And so if you think if I'm doing 2 of them in a day, I'm spending 4 hours just conversing with people and bouncing ideas and like the conversation stimulation part is hard to keep up, right? Because, it's one thing if you're chilling with your buddy and y'all are talking, you can have 15 minutes of silence before someone says something else. But when you're recording podcasts and you're doing this type of work, you have to keep it going. There can't be dead time type of thing. You know what I mean? So to recalibrate my brain, I just said, no podcasts, no recording. I said I would record when I felt better. And here I am. I'm feeling better. Right now there's a tropical storm happening here in Key West, and so I'm not going anywhere. I've been literally in the bed all day. I mean, we went out last night and got drunk, but but today I'm chilling. Yeah. I've eaten breakfast and watching little docuseries here on Netflix, worked on the brand, sent out the emails I needed to send out, text messages, paid bills, normal shit. On that note though, I just want people to fill the space to do the day-to-day tasks, right? Like, we should always devote time to helping each other, right? And we should also devote time to our usual activities, right? The mundane, I guess, is how some people would describe it. But find time to handle everything, right? And I always find time to worship God. You know what I mean? Gotta take time. I have to take time to pray, and I'm not trying to push that on anybody, but find time to honor thyself, right? To honor thee, right? Like whether it's through yoga or meditation or going to church, or maybe you don't believe in none of that and you're like, yo, this is just about me. Take a second, and just honor that, right? Whatever it is. Take a couple minutes out of every day. It'll work wonders, especially if you're really, really pushing hard on some of these, like I said, like some of these passion projects, or you started a business, or you're trying to do this or do that, take a second and allow yourself to recalibrate. Yeah, it helps. It helps, especially when a lot of us have this mindset of hustle, 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 right? You know what I mean? Like that Gary V mindset of post 100 pieces of content a day. If you're doing that, you're going to burn out, and take a minute to sign off, right? Sign out, sign off, unplug, unhit, just do what you got to do. What else have I done since I've been down here? Like for me, for example, I drove up to Miami, got to see my sister Rogue, aka Girl Striker. Shout out Miami. Shout out Logistics. Shout out Mona Lee and Tony Ray. Shout out the whole crew right there. They were throwing this All Styles Jam, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. Like the venue that they had was like, it was like the top of the building was off, and there was a tree growing, right? So above this dance floor was branches of this old tree, and it was just beautiful. It reminded me of like if Tarzan had a fucking all-style session in the middle of the jungle. It's what it reminded me of, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. The performances there was wonderful. Shout out my dude Cicada. He really killing it off. There was a lot of other really good dancers there. And you know what? Before I get there, while in San Antonio, I was hosted by Velocity. Shout out Velocity. Shout out Hybrid. Shout out DNA. Shout out that whole crew, Gambino. Shout out all y'all. Texas showed me a lot of love. I would love to go back. They brought me in for a session and then fed me afterwards, and that was the most hospitality I've ever felt in dance, right? Like especially, the team thing was one thing, but like as a solo dancer, as a solo artist, that was the most hospitality I had ever felt. Right. And all those people, everyone I met, I shook hands with, and like made sure to like show love, and like, hey, what's your Instagram? Like, let me follow you. You know what I mean? Like, I want to try to keep up with your life post this, right? Because in dance, especially if you're not somebody who travels, some of these people you may never see again. You may never have a chance to see them again. And so if I can have my chance to see them, whether it's via Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, whatever, I want to take that opportunity. So I do want to take a second, and I don't want to glance over that. Texas showed me a lot of love, and I want to say thank you to them. Gambino got me high as hell, boy. Damn. Yeah, so Miami showed me a lot of love, shook a lot of hands and stuff, and a lot of hugs and kisses and shit. I'm supposed to be going back up there on the 18th for an event. Shout out my dude Proof, my man Proof, Miho X, coming down to teach. Already tapped in on my dude Show Off, aka Twin Street Bull. Shout out. He's gonna be showing me some love while I'm up there. What else have I been doing? What else? Oh, dude, I went snorkeling in the fucking coral reef, a nationally protected coral reef, and that was a top 5 experience, hands down. I don't even like swimming, right? I mean, I'm a good swimmer. I'm a great swimmer, phenomenal. But I hate it. I have like past history with water and shit, like bodies of water. But that was fucking fun. You sail out for about an hour to get to the spot. You're on this 50-foot yacht with all these other people, and it costs you $50. Open bar. They give you a snorkel, fins, and a floaty. And once they stop and anchor down, they say, all right, go fuck off. And everyone just jumps in the water, and it was so much fun. You could see barracudas and rainbow fish and clownfish, and your man felt like a fucking character out of Nemo, right? Came back, and and we enjoyed our day, all went out and shit and hung out. We've been doing a lot though, and I've really had to take a minute to recalibrate. Yeah, like I feel like these podcasts that I do, I'm always just talking to a friend. Yeah. And sometimes you got to take breaks from your friends, right? And sometimes it's not as conscious as my break may have been. But it's always good to go a day or two without seeing your buddies, because then you come back and you got a story to tell, And if y'all know me, I love telling a good story, right? I love having a good story to tell. But through it all, right? The hacks and traveling and snorkeling and Miami and San Antonio's, through it all, I've thought about you guys daily. I've thought about these podcasts every single day. And if you're still on this ride with me, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say that I'm back and better than ever. Yeah, so if you are interested in coming onto the show, if you are interested in a topic that you want to have talked about, hit me up at Corpse, KORPSX, on Instagram, right? Or Twitter, KORPSX, same thing. Twitter or Instagram, hit me up. The new IG is being reconstructed right now, so I'm gonna pause on that. But hit me up personally, and we'll set something up. Yeah. But I wanted to let y'all know I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. I'm back, motherfucker, better than ever. Yeah. But until then, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a great week, month, year, and life. Yeah. Until next time, I'll see you on the flip side. Stay motivated out there. Bang. Bang, 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 bang.